Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nguyễn Đức Kiến, a student of Class 6B, Trọng Secondary School, Xuyên District, Hà Giang Province. Coming to Hà Giang Province, Children of All Ethnic Cities Festival in 2023, I am very honored to be here to participate in the English-speaking contest entitled Xuyên National Martyrs Cemetery, a market resting place of Vietnamese heroes. I am extremely proud to be born and raised in the heroic Xuyên land. This place marked the heroism of the Vietnamese army and people in the fight to defend the country's northern border. Many generations of predecessors, the heroic martyrs, were laid to rest at Xuyên National Cemetery. Xuyên National Martyrs Cemetery is located next to Highway 2 in Group 18 of Xuyên Town, 18 kilometers south of Hà Giang City, leaning against the Tây Côn Lĩnh mountain range, facing the Low River in front. The cemetery was built in 1990, completed in 1991, and renovated and upgraded in 2004. It is the resting place of 1,853 martyrs from 33 provinces and cities from Binh Trị Thiên onwards, including many unidentified graves. This place became the common home of the martyrs who fought bravely and sacrificed themselves in the war to protect the northern border at the Xuyên front, Hà Giang, in the period 1979 to 1989. The tombstone line up in row neat classes like teammates who always stand shoulder to shoulder. They have forever left their 20s so that the country's fortunes are growing stronger and more sacred. Their remains are forever in the motherland of Xuyên, but their name will live forever in the heart of millions of Vietnamese people throughout the history of the struggle to defend and build the country. Xuyên was a fierce battlefield against Chinese invaders for 10 years, from 1979 to 1989. Hundreds of fierce battles took place, and many of our officers, soldiers, and compatriots died on this land. From an area identified as secondary, Xuyên quickly became a key front in the Chinese military policy of gnawing on the border of Vietnam at that time. Throughout this period, Xuyên never stopped the sound of artillery, cannon, and bullet. Place and hill name, meat grinder, lime kiln of the century, soul-calling waterfall, and Cửa Tử crossroad have shown out the cruelty of this war. To fight against China's second war of aggression in 5 years from 1984 to 1989, Vietnam also mobilized dozens of main divisions and local infantry regiments. Tens of thousands of militiamen, young volunteers, and civilians participated in the fight to protect the Xuyên border. They all determined, lived by the rock, died and turned immortality, to fight with the enemy in every trenches and peak to maintain the sovereignty of the fatherland. Many battles took place extremely fiercely on the high point 468, 1509, 1100, 772, 685, Đội Đài, and Cô Ích. We exterminated and wounded tens of thousands of Chinese troops and forced them to withdraw to the country. Although the victory was great, our losses were also great. Thousands of people were wounded and hundreds of villages were wiped out. Thousands of hectares of field, garden, and hill were plowed full of bomb, mine, and explosive. More than 4,000 officers, soldiers, and compatriots have heroically sacrificed, most of whom are under 20 years old. On July 27th, Invalid and Martyr Day is the season of advent for the living and the deceased, the season of gratitude to the fallen soldier who laid down their life for the fatherland. For the soldier of Xuyên, in July, there is an unforgettable day, July 12, 1984, the death anniversary of the battle. On this day, 39 years ago, nearly 1,000 young soldiers were killed in just one morning, with more than 600 brothers sacrificed. The intense heat of July or the distance did not discourage thousands of Vietnamese people who still come to Vietnam daily. Xuyên National Martyr Cemetery is the resting place of thousands of martyrs who heroically sacrificed themselves in the battle to defend the northern border. Soldiers, relatives, and tourists respectfully bowed down to the grave of martyrs. At that moment, a sentimental thread seemed to have connected the living with the deceased past with the present and future. Today, although the war had receded, the heroic land of Vị Xuyên remained forever imprinted with the fallen soldier who died in the Northern Border War. It is historical proof of the steadfast and courageous heart of those who fought for the liberation of the country. As a student studying in a socialist school, enjoying freedom, independence, and peace from those sacrifices, we will certainly never forget the merit of our predecessors as a gentle, penetrating reminder of General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng. Let us always keep in mind. Let's live, fight, labor, study, and work to be worthy of those who have died and sacrificed for the fatherland, for the people.